Hello, welcome to day 3 of my Vlogmas series, and I'm so glad that you are back here. 2 days ago, we talked about identifying your focus areas for 2025, those big pictures, priorities that reflect what truly matters to you. And if you are new here and you have not watched day 1 and day 2, I would highly suggest you to watch that first because you will need to do the exercise that is provided in those days first before attempting the exercises that will be provided in the day 3. So the links for those videos will be provided at the description box below, and go and take a look at that first before we start our day 3. And to those who have done the work, today we are taking a step further by turning those focus areas into a clear, actionable goals using the SMART framework. SMART goals are the secret to turning your aspirations into achievements. So let's straight dive in. So why SMART goals are so powerful? Let me explain. When we set weight goals like I want to get healthier or I want to grow my business, it's hard to measure progress or even know where to start. That's where SMART goals comes in. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. This framework will help you to create goals that are clear, actionable, and also achievable. When you say, I want to get healthier, it's very vague. But you could say, I want to lose 10 pounds by June by exercising 3 times a week and meal prepping every Sunday. See how much clearer that is? So let's take a look how we could actually break down your goals according to this SMART framework. First of all, ask yourself, what exactly do I want to achieve? Let's say your focus area is business growth. A weight goal would be, I want to grow my business. But a specific goal would be, I want to increase my revenue by 20% on this year in 2025. When it comes to measuring, how would you want to measure your success? Instead of saying, I want more clients, you could say, I want to gain 1,000 new email subscribers by July next year. So you have a number to track your progress every month. When you look at the achievable, you need to be realistic with the goal. You can't be saying that you want to earn like $100,000 by the end of the year when you are barely making money this year. So you could be saying something more realistic, like if you want to save $5,000 this year, you break it down into smaller achievable steps. For example, like setting aside $400 a month or $20 per week. You would know whether or not it is achievable. It cannot be too easy and it cannot be too hard as well. As for the R, which is relevant, you need to see whether the goal aligns with your values. If financial independence is your core value, then saving money or increasing income supports that. So make sure that you always tie your goals back to what matters truly most to you. And lastly, when you look at the time bound, you need to set a deadline. A goal without a deadline will be probably forgotten. So how do you set a deadline? You could say that I want to complete an online certification course by September 30th. Deadlines will always create the urgency and helps you to stay focused. So now that I have explained to you on how to use these SMART goals and how to think your goals according to the SMART framework, let me give you a few examples so that you could understand it further. For focus area like health, you could say that I want to lose 5 kilograms by 31st December 2025 by walking 5 times a week and prepping every Sunday. Another example would be for your financial independence. Let's say that you want to earn on your business. Like for me, I want to achieve something on my business. So my goal will be by 31st of December 2025, I will be earning USD $10,000 per month from my business and YouTube earnings by uploading 20 digital inserts in my shop and publishing 6 YouTube videos every month. So this will ensure consistent growth and engagement with my audience. Can you see how specific I am with my goals? So I have already set my goals that I will be uploading 20 inserts every month and also uploading 6 YouTube videos. But you need to take a moment and think about your own focus areas and how you can turn them into SMART goals. It may be tough at first. Sit down and really think about it and then set your goals. So before we move on to making your own SMART goals, let's talk about common mistakes in goal setting. One mistake that I personally used to make is setting too many goals in a year. I used to set around 7 to 8 goals, all of which seemed very important at the time, but as the months went by, I found myself dropping off my attempts to achieve them because juggling so many goals felt very overwhelming and diluted my focus. So to fix this, what I did was I followed the 80-20 Pareto principle. The principle teaches us that 80% of our results comes from 20% of our efforts. So instead of setting too many goals, I chose few that truly matters to me and have the biggest impact on my life. I prioritize goals that align with my values and contribute to my long-term vision. So it is far more effective to focus on 2 or 3 strong, meaningful goals than to spread myself thin. Another common mistake is not setting a realistic deadlines. It can lead to frustration as well if you don't achieve it within the set of time. So make sure that the deadline that you set, it is not too far and not too close because it may cause you overwhelm and frustration. And do remember to set your goals that align with your values because the goal that does not resonate is harder to stick to. So now for the interactive exercise, grab your notebook and a pen and let's start doing the work. First of all, you need to write down the focus area from the day 2 and then break it into SMART goal using the framework that we have just discussed. And while you're doing this, answer these prompts. What do you want to achieve? How will you measure your progress? And is it achievable within your current circumstances? Why does it matter to you? And what's your deadline? So for each of your focus area, make sure that you are able to answer all these 5, and then you will come up with this final goal to set. If you have all this information and you can't really set a proper statement for your goals, I would highly suggest you to use ChatGPT, the free version. You don't need a paid one for this. Just put in all those information and ask it to construct a goal that adheres to the SMART goal framework. If you need more inspiration, here are a few goals that you can use. For personal growth, you can read 6 books by December, 1 book per month. For relationships, you can say plan 1 date night with my spouse every month. For career, you could say launch my new product by March 1st with a marketing campaign in the month of February. And for health, you could say that reduce body fat by 5% by June 2025, doing strength training 3 days a week and tracking my progress monthly. Take your time when you're doing the SMART goals because it really needs for you to think about deeply on the time that you have, on the things that you want to focus on, and for the time being, pick 3 to 5 focus areas to set your goals. As we go through this series, we will figure out which strong goals that you should pick to work on. And do share your goal at the comment box below because I would love to see what you're working toward. Make sure you tune in for day 4 because we are going to talk about how to break down these goals into actionable plans for next year. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button now so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. See you in 2 days. Bye!